show. This is episode 651 with Gabriel Rubio. He just committed to Notre Dame, defensive tackle, 5-star recruit, All-American, and man, he's a great talent in football, and everybody should be keep an eye on him because this name is going to be a name to watch in the years to come. So first of all, I just want to say thank you for joining our show. So how are you and your family doing? How was your holidays? How was your Christmas?
We're doing great. The holiday season was amazing. I got to spend time with my family and got to go over see my grandparents for the first time in a little while. And, just overall, we're doing good.
So my first question to you is, when did you get interested in playing football, and who was your biggest influencer in that?
Well, I was first interested in football in second grade, so around 7, 8 years old, right? And I think my dad was the biggest influencer of that because, he grew up on football. He played football most of his life, and he just wanted to see if I wanted to play it, and I took to it.
So going into high school, what did you learn as a high school player before heading to college, and what advice did your high school coaches give you throughout your high school career?
Yeah, so I learned basically everything that I know now from my high school career. Going in as a freshman, it was tough competing against the older guys, the seniors and the juniors, but it only made me better. I learned most of my technique and everything from the older guys and from the coaches, and most of their advice and coaching is to remain coachable, and always do the daily musts, certain drills that you need to do, whether it be footwork and things like that. And basically just continue being a great person. That's what they always tell me.
All right, yeah.
But that's about it.
So when you were growing up, did you get to play multiple positions, or did you focus on only defense, or did you play offense too, and some defensive back, or what other positions did you play throughout your career?
Yeah, so I've always been an offense and defensive player. I always been a lineman, so I've always been a defensive tackle, a defensive end, a nose guard. I think I played guard for a minute, and then I got moved out to tackle on offense. But I remember in my little league years and flag football, I used to play a little bit of running back, which is every lineman's dream. I just lived it a little too early. But yeah.
So who did you look up to in the NFL growing up, and has any NFL players, former NFL players, or current NFL players giving you advice throughout your career?
Yeah, so Reggie White, John Randall, Aaron Donald, TJ Watt, those are all guys that I used to watch. I still do watch some of them. I watch Reggie White's film a lot, and just to nitpick, see what he's doing that I can improve on, because he's been there, he's done that, and he's made it to the NFL, and that's my ultimate goal. And basically just getting better and seeing progress is the only way to get there.
So take me back to your national signing day, and obviously it happened recently here under different circumstances, obviously during a tough time. But outside of Notre Dame, how many offers did you have? And I think you had an offer with LSU, right? If I'm not mistaken. And how tough was it to choose between these top teams? And at the end of the day, what made you choose Notre Dame?
So I think I had somewhere in the range of 20 to 25 offers, but 32. My dad's over there correcting me. So, yeah, basically, I've had offers from these big name schools: LSU, Iowa, Ohio State, Alabama, just these, nationally recognized schools. And I chose Notre Dame because they fit a certain criteria, and they just were everything that I was looking for. And they had a great coaching staff. They had the academics, and they had a family atmosphere within the team, and that's what set Notre Dame apart from the rest.
So, how many days did it take you to decide? And obviously, it's tough for high school players choosing their next journey. But for you, in your case with your family, how long did it take for you and your family to discuss everything, the pros and cons for each team?
I think it was like a slow-ish buildup after we first visited for a college camp. You know, we did a lineman challenge camp, so it was offensive defense lineman challenge in the middle of June 2-3 years ago, and that was basically the first college camp that I went to. I got a lot of recognition from there. They said that they liked me. They wanted me to come back for games and all that. And I just started forming that relationship earlier than most other colleges, right? And the more and more that I saw the other colleges, I started finding myself comparing it to Notre Dame.
Right.
And basically comparing everything to Notre Dame, it says something about it. And in my head, I'm like, if I'm comparing everything back to this one, why don't I just go there?
Yeah. So before we get to Notre Dame, what for yourself? What have you been doing just to improve as a player and training wise? And obviously, you guys train every day. But what have you been doing just to underneath the tough time right now?
Yeah, so like you said, every day we do training. We have received our basically workout regimens week to week, day to day, and we follow those. Notre Dame has given those to us to follow. Basically everyday training, lifting, running, conditioning work, but also on my off days I get extra work in, whether it be a little more agility or some bag work, technique work, and all that good stuff.
So now let's talk about your new team, Notre Dame. How excited are you to start your journey? I know one of the top colleges. Obviously, they're in the playoffs right now, so they started this Friday. But how excited are you to wear that blue and gold uniform, a gold helmet, and also playing underneath Coach Kelly? And what's it been like, the conversation with the coaching staff and especially your defensive coordinator and obviously Coach Kelly?
Yeah, so I'm extremely excited to be able to go up there early and make a impact on the team, help them out in any way I can while learning as much as I can. And my relationship with the coaches has been nothing except extraordinary because, they're very personal guys. They want to see you succeed on and off the field, in the classroom, and every aspect of your life. And, just having those types of people as leaders and mentors for your life, it's just like one of the great things that you can have. And being able to play for them and be nationally known is just amazing. Like, everybody knows who Brian Kelly is, right?
Right, yeah, legendary college coach. I'm just curious. So with all the, are you allowed to? Obviously, you're not going to be on the team, but are you allowed to like travel with them for the playoffs or no? What is it?
No, not like for. In what sense are you saying? Like,
So like for you, if you want to obviously be close to the team, but are you guys allowed to travel? The signees, are they allowed to travel with the team or no?
no, we're not allowed to travel with the team. We can go and travel to whatever games and where they're playing. We can buy our own tickets. They can't provide anything for us. So like, they don't send us any clothes, no merch or anything like that. But once we're actually there, we can get our helmets fitted. We can get everything that we need to, work out in, run in, train in, and then we basically become a part of the team. And from then on, I think we can travel.
So obviously everything's been virtual now, but what's it going to be like when you get into camp, when the time comes, and being able to interact with your teammates in person and talk to your coaches in person? What's that going to be like, competing in practices and getting to know each other, and even the veteran players that are there also?
I can't wait for that. It's like bringing in a whole new group of people to like talk to
Yeah.
and share experiences with, and just like, taking the wisdom from them and what they've learned and incorporating it into your own play style and your own life, basically. And I can't wait till we get up there this January, so that like most of the commits are also early enrollees, and we've all been talking for years now, like 2 years. Me and Blake and Kane, all the guys that were there, we've all picked up a bunch of other guys, and we basically already know each other. And being able to go up there and hang out with each other in person and not be stuck like halfway across the country is going to be probably one of the greatest things that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. So, have you been in contact with the current players virtually, and also, did they talk about how they're getting ready for the big game on Friday against Alabama?
So no, I haven't been in contact with any of the current players, only the commit class and my position coach, Coach Elston. My bad, I was going to say Coach Kelly, but yeah. So no contact with the current players. I would love to, maybe call them up, see how they're doing, and pick their brain a bit, see what their mindset's going to be like.
So, so what are you most looking forward to when the game comes Friday? What's it going to be like seeing your future teammates, I should say, and then your new teammates when you get into camp? What's it going to be like seeing them play in a big game?
Oh, it's going to be ecstatic, seeing them play against the number one team in the country, Alabama. And, they're known to be gritty and tough and everything. So I'm going to say that they're going to put up a good fight, and hopefully, actually, not hopefully, in reality, we are going to end up on top.
So I'm gonna bring this up. I don't know if so. Has the Golic family congratulate you? Yeah, are you connected with the Golic family? Because I know that Mike Golic and Mike Golic Jr. is well connected with Notre Dame.
They have not. I have not heard the name yet before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they're like they used to play. I think his son used to play for Notre Dame, and obviously they're big people on ESPN now. So you should definitely get get connected with them. But
yeah, I would look forward to that.
Yeah, but so whoever doesn't know about you as a player, and what will you bring to Notre Dame as a defensive tackle?
I would bring in a fast, strong, aggressive, interior rushing, interior run stopping guy. I have fast hands, fast feet. I would be very disruptive on the interior for downhill runs and basically direct at me runs, but I can also move around, get a little shimmy going, and get to the quarterback if I need to get a sack.
So what advice would you give these young players and young athletes that are trying to get to their goals like you? So what advice would you give them?
I would give them go to college camps early and often, right? And go against as much competition that is better than you or as good as you, because it'll only make you better. It'll only make you stronger. Right. Also, study the game.
So we do this fun little segment now on the show. It's called the Rapid Fire segment. So you ready for this?
Absolutely.
All right. Kawhi Leonard's laugh or Kevin Hart's laugh?
Kevin
Hart. So which quarterback are you most looking forward to facing when you start the season?
Trevor Lawrence.
So outside of football, what else do you like to do?
I cook, I bake, I grill. So anything that has to do with food, I love to do that. I also play guitar and ukulele.
So whenever you get a sack, what's your celebration?
My celebration is to rub my belly and point to the sky.
It's like, just like what's his name from the 49ers? He does that, right? Armstead, or what's his name?
I didn't know. I thought I was being original for once.
No, I saw an NFL game last week, and I saw someone rub their belly too in the NFL game.
Dang, I've been doing that all my senior year, and I didn't know that.
Man.
Oh well, I think I'll have to come up with something new.
So what's it like? What's it going to be like though? When you play your first game at Notre Dame and being on the field, hopefully with fans soon. But what's it going to be like wearing that gold helmet, blue jersey, and making your official debut on the field?
That'll be like the big goal. Starting on the field as a freshman, and honestly, I don't know how I would feel. I think I would be nervous, but I'd also be excited at the same time, like most freshmen who go in for their first time do. But after maybe a play, I'll get the hang of it, and I'll, just shoot off from there.
So would you like to say anything to your high school coaches or former high school teammates? And like, how grateful are you to be in this position right now?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say thank you to all the high school coaches for continually coaching me and putting up with all my crap that I give them. To my teammates, thank you for making the high school experience what it is today, because without you guys, it'd probably be bland and boring. And basically to all the teachers and everything, thank you for teaching me, because if it wasn't for you, I don't think I'd be in the position that I am in now academically.
Hmm. Favorite NFL team growing up?
It was the Steelers.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You still a Steelers fan?
Yeah, I am. I'm a little disappointed in them, but
Yeah, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
yeah, we have a lot of those around here in St. Peter.
Yeah. Um. So so has outside of like NFL players though, has any other athletes in other sports given you advice other than NFL players? Any other athletes from other sports?
Yeah, I've talked to a couple other D1 athletes who committed to other schools, and some that are not D1 athletes who committed to other schools too. But they've all basically said the same thing, technique, perseverance, basically having that dog mentality. It's it's true. And yeah, that's about it.
Favorite? What's your pregame music before a big game?
I listen to whatever my team listens to. So I know that they played Kevin Gates, Rod Wave,
Hmm.
Lil Uzi, uh, Juice World, a couple of those guys.
Favorite memorable game that you played in high school?
In high school, it was actually, I think it was, yeah, it was gonna be the game against last year, the game against Christian High,
Hmm.
where I got 7 sacks during the entire game, and I broke. Was it 7 or 8? I can't remember, but I broke the school record that day for most sacks in a game.
Oh wow. Hmm. So
Hmm.
what's it like being named the All-American and Star Five player in high school football?
You know, it's amazing to be labeled those things, but in the end, you have to show up, right?
Yeah.
So being like you like you said, 5-star or whatever, those are just stars. They don't affect you on the fields. You have to do it. You have to do the work for yourself. So just getting at it and getting to work is what you got to do.
Yeah. So a couple more things before I let you go. So this is a question I've been bringing up to all my guests on the show about the late Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, Mama mentality. So do you remember where you guys were at that day, and what do they mean to you?
Yeah, so we were in Florida, and we were going to go, I think, to eat and then go mini golfing whenever I was in the car and I was reading the TMZ article that just came out, and I was like, what? There's no way. And then like over a couple hours, it just unfolded into this whole thing. And I was like, oh, that's terrible. Like, it's like having someone die, and in that tragic of an accident, it's just terrible. And being halfway across the world.
Yeah. So before we get to the last thing, me and my co-host Ariel, we partnered up with the Hugh Jackson Foundation a couple of weeks ago, and obviously Hugh Jackson, former NFL coach, and he's trying to get back into the league, but he's focused on this foundation, which is we're trying to prevent human trafficking and helping these kids and other people make the right choices, and we have to make the community safer. So they want us to spread the word with our guests that come on the show, whoever comes on the show. So if you guys don't mind, check out the Hugh Jackson Foundation. This is a really great, inspiring foundation that they're doing, and me and Ariel are glad to be part of it, and we're going to help in every way to stop to prevent human trafficking. So I just want to get that out of the way. And the last thing here, would you like to say anything to all the nurses, doctors, and essential workers right now?
Yeah, thank you for all of your service. I know it's not easy being on the front lines like that, So we greatly appreciate everything that you do.
Well said. And there it is, episode 651 with five-star player, All-American defensive tackle, Gabriel Rubio, who just committed to Notre Dame. Man, keep up the great work. Like I said, everyone, you got to be watching this name. This guy's going to be a force to be reckoned with in college football in the next few years. And go follow him on all social media formats. And I just want to say thank you for coming on the show. This is an honor. I'll be posting this on all social media formats so people see your story. But keep grinding, keep up the great work, and stay safe. You and your family stay safe.
Thank you for having me on today. It was a pleasure, and I look forward to doing this more often.
Yeah, no problem. And we'll like to have you back and with my co-host. And Happy New Year too.
Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you.
You have a great day, okay?
Thank you. You too.